Hi. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on what part of the world you are in. I am back from lunch. Let's get this map pulled back up. I did not sleep well last night, so I came home. We got home from errands, and I almost said the heck with it and laid down and took a nap. But if I did that, nothing would get done. All right, this bridge needs to go. This seaweed pond we're going to toast, but I have to keep the smoke particles, and I'll deal with them another day. So all of that has to go. That has to go. And then everything from here to there needs to go, and I also need, this time I need to remember to turn it off so it doesn't load in. Now we can also, since we're getting rid of, so the smoke particles I'll deal with. Alright, so that means this duck pond also needs to go. Farm chick, welcome back. Let's go to ships. Seaweed pond. Yep, so those ducks can go. Now, I am going to have to stretch this out a little bit because we're also going to have to get a ferry dock in here somehow. But what I may do is, let's get rid of this road section. We'll have this road section coming down and we'll just do dirt here instead. Which means, let me get rid of, let's do this first. Let's go to subtract. Let's grab, alright, let's put you on our grass color for now. Let's change you back to grass, and let's get rid of all the foliage and stuff in here. And any that's in here. Alright. Yep, that works. Now let's grab so now we go back to, our dock height might be different. Let's get our water height in first, and then we'll see where the dock has to go. Alright, let's go back to replace. So we're at our water height. So let's cut our water in. So I'll have another lake back here for fishing. And we'll figure out what I'm going to do with it for a dock. Are you more foliage? How did I miss all that foliage? Let's go back to subtract a minute. Let's pull all this foliage out of here. If not, we'll get it when we underpaint all the water anyway. Alright, so lake back here for fishing. And then we'll transition the mountains down. That'll be project for another day. Hi. So if you let me just cut the lake off here for now. This height here should be at 100.4. It is. Alright, now the height of our dock has to be 87.3 for the for the barge to line up. So let's go 87.3. And we may change this up a little bit. So we're going to have to go down to this height somewhere. Unless we transition right down to our dock height here. No, I can't because I want to cut a road across. Ah, poo. Do we need a... Yeah, because I want to be able to park a fishing boat here by the home farm. And I want to put another dock back here for the ferry. So we're going to have to transition down to this level. Alright, let me close the road system a minute. Let's go to close global company. Let's go to harbor. Is it harbors? No, ports. Let's grab a port and bring one back. You have to stay at this height. Now, like I said, I don't have to put a one in for the ferry here, but I would like to get one in here for the ferry. What we could do is we could pull... I could pull this back. I could pull it out a little bit further to the right, and I could push this back a little bit further to the left. And we can cut into the mountain a little bit and do more of a cliff. Alright, so what we're going to have to work on is, let me grab a T. I'm going to have to work on that slope going down. Where's my closest T? Oh, all the way over here. Let's grab one of these. Let's see if we can't make this work. Or I could put a curve here. Ooh, a curve may work better than a T. Yeah, curve's going to work better than a T. Because that road's not going to go anywhere. Okay, let me delete that. What small curve do we have? I need a 90 degree. We have the 100 meter. 90 is going to be way too big. Do we have a smaller curve? You're 100 meter. You're 100 meter. We may have to pull a smaller curve into this map. 30 meter. You're 15 degree though. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get a curve in here. Let me grab, hold on, let's look at the 45 degree left. Yeah, let me look at this one. Put two 45s together and we'll make a 90. So if we come over here, come down. Yeah, this might work. Come down here. And then I got to figure out how we're going to transition down to a dock. And then we'll put a... Oh, Are you 100 meter? You are a, excuse me, you are 100 meter. So let's spin you this way. All right, that'll work. Now we'll get a T or an X. No, we'll probably put a T here. And then we'll continue our way, we'll work our way down. Now, how am I going to get how are we going to transition down? Alright, so if I take you back to 100.4 and we take it back to this height for now, and we'll blend the mountain in. How are we going to transition down? So we got to go from 87 to 104, so we can have a barge parking here and a boat parking here. All right, let me go back to 87.3. Let me take this straight back and then we'll blend that in. So 87. So let's go to 92. '97. I don't know if I'm going to be able to go down this steep. And then you were 87, right? 87. Let's go to 88.5. Right, can we blend this down? To this level. Alright, so back to 87.3. Oh, 87.3. Try that again. I'm going to have to get a square edge here. Alright, now let's grab our ferry dock. We'll put him, well, the barge, you're going to have to be able to come in and then curve into it. So that should work here. And then we'll put a boat ramp, fishing boat next to it. So we'll be able to come down here. And actually we could probably cut this in a little bit. Let me grab... Let's grab... Did I put it with harbors? I did. Let's grab one of these. Let's bring one over here a minute. Now, what height are... Oh, wait. I don't have one at this height yet. We're going to have to bring a boat in and figure out what height it needs to go at. So we may have to raise this up or down a little bit depending on where the boat goes, because we don't have one at this level yet, I don't think. You are on the top of one mountain and you're on the top of the other mountain. Yeah, you're on the top of that mountain. You're on the top of that mountain. We don't have one on this height yet. But I'm going to slide you over. We're going to leave you there, and we'll figure out what height you need to go. So I should be able to get the boats in here. So let's go to... Papa Rocks is back. Hello. So let's go back to 83.25. And then... this guy can come back this way a little bit. And then that should be plenty of room to get the barge. Now what I could do is we can cut this cliff back a little bit more as well if we want to. And then we'll round it up and make it look good. So we'll have another fishing spot there. You'll be able to park your barge by your home farm. You'll be able to park your fishing boat back here by the home farm. All right, that works so far. Now the question is, can we come down this road with a tractor trailer, do a quick left, and then drive down here onto the ferry? We're going to have to test that when we go into the map next and see if we can't make sure we can drive down into that level. I don't think it's going to be a problem, and we'll put maybe like a guardrail or something across here, or a fence. Now I could do is we could blend. I don't want to mess this up too much. No, that ain't gonna work. Alright, let's undo that. Can we blend? No, I don't want to mess it up. Well, maybe we'll put like a guardrail or something there. Alright. Now, alright, so you're gonna come across, you're gonna meet up with the T going this way. You're gonna continue, let's continue working our way down that way. I knew I needed that T for something. Come back here and steal the T again. So pull you back, pull you down. Alright, so you're going to get spun this way. Your stripes have to line up here. And then you're going to come back this way. So if this is 100 meter, and if I pull you straight down, then our T has to line up here. Alright, so now we just need a couple small sections to fill in. Alright, where's my closest 20 meter? Right there. Good. Let's pull you down a minute. Now, do I just want to stretch this out or do I want to cut it? Let's go like 0.8. Yeah, 0.8. And I'll just pull another one out. And of course I'm going to have to change your stripes. Alright, so here. Alright, so you're going to go there. Alright, now you need to be a broken line. And then you need to be a broken line. Or we can go solid line all the way out from the curve. Alright, yeah, let's go solid line all the way out. So this guy has to go to a solid line. Alright, that'll work. So solid line out to the T. Now what do I need in here? Probably a 50 meter. So if we find... Where's my half a road section? Right there. Minus 90. We'll have to shorten you up a little bit. And change your stripes. So you're going to go there. You're going to go, yeah, you're going to go like 0.7. No, 0.8. Alright, that works. And then change you up real quick. Alright, so that works. So we're coming down to here. Now this guy, let's make sure, I think he's lined up. Yep. Alright, let's take this guy down to here. And then we'll figure out where we need to be. Now, do I want to curve it down this way more? So right about here, do I want to go back to a 45 and bring it down? I think I do, but we got to be careful. Let me let me get rid of this guy. And then we don't need this curve. Let me get rid of this curve. Because we want to keep this road intact. You're a small section. You are a large section. Let's get rid of the small section for now. Which you're going to come straight out. For now, okay, so a couple more things we got to do real quick. Let me do a quick save. Bad touch. I heard there was a party going on somewhere. Let me know where. I can go party for a bit. We're still trying to figure out the layout for the map. I don't know if I'd call that a party. Maybe misery. Alright, let's wait for this to save. Alright, let's go back to subtract a minute. Let's get rid of some more grass right in here. So get rid of some grass in here. Let's fly over here a minute. And we'll get back to the road. Alright, so we're going to go back to replace. Back to 100.4. Farm chick will bring the vodka. Nice. Alright, let's finish our contour. No, we're going to bring the water in, but we're going to take this over to here so we know where our road needs to go. So let's pull this down to what our low height is going to be, or should be. Alright, now let's take this back to our green color. We have to repaint the mountains anyway. Alright, now let's might as well take this over for now. So our water is going to continue around pretty much the shape of this mountain, or yeah, this island. This road, let's continue bringing this one straight out. Let me go back down on my speed. Yeah, actually, I think I want to be closer to the water, because we're going to blend. We're going to go back up to the other height, this height here, across, or the upper level. So we're going to transition back to an upper level somewhere across here. We're going to transition, or really curve this mountain around, one of the two. And then we'll figure out what height we have to be. So I don't know if I can go any further with a road until we know where the rest of our mountain is going to be. So I think we may be close to a dead end over here for now. Well, let's head over this way a minute. Alright, so let's go back to this height here. So this height here has to come all the way across. So we're going to be this height at least around this island. So we know, let's just continue this around. So we're going to go to at least here. That's our road transition. Alright, so let's grab this color. Now we'll bring it back. To here. Alright, let's take, so blend this over to at least here for now. So this height here. Now we know we'll have. So let's fix our water all the way around this, and then this is just roughed in, so we'll blend it and make it look a little bit better. All right, so we want 83.25 vodka and 7. Curve it around. Yeah, we're getting there. Let's get this transition figured out first. And again, this is just roughed in. We're gonna fine tune it later. But I gotta know where the water goes in order for me to figure out where the land is gonna go. In order for me to figure out, oh, wrong one. In order for me to figure out where the mountains are going to go. So you're going to come all the way around. So we're going to surround what used to be Animal Island will now still be Animal Island. From here, I'm not sure where we're going yet. But at least we have our water over to here. I'm thinking, now let me fly back here a minute. So we have our transition coming up to this level. We lost our road on this level, so we're going to have to put our road back in over here. Do I have this transition? Oh, cool. This transition I didn't want to have to put back in. All right, so I'm glad that's still intact. And then you're going to meet up with a road yet to be determined coming through. Or you're going to dead end up here. And we're going to bridge it across. I like that idea. Is it going to be, we going to have enough room? So you may be a dead end right here in the middle of the map. And if you want to get out, you're going to have to come all the way back out and around. Let me grab. Hold on. Let me do a quick save. I don't know if we're going to get all of the land height figured out today. I don't think we are. All right, so let that save a minute. Let me grab this bridge a minute. I want to just see something. Spin you this way to 0. Now if I bring you back here, down. So I gotta be on this side. So if I bring you down to about there where I can put a road connection on it, how will it look through here? Can I get like a combine under here? I think I can. So if we take this bridge all the way across, then we can put the road on this level anywhere we want. So we can actually take this bridge and push it either towards the map edge or towards this inside edge, or leave it right in the middle. It really wouldn't matter. What are all the red blue spots? Yeah, they're the track. They're all the splines. I have them visible, so I know that I have to fix them. I'm wondering. Let's hang on. Just want to make sure we can get back here. All right, we have our transition down to here. We'll figure out where this road's going to go. Probably right where it was. We have this transition down to here, and then I think we'll bring this up, but the problem is I've got to curve it here, come back straight in order to tie in a T at a 90-degree angle. Or we're going to leave the road hanging right here for a minute, and then we'll figure out our mountain range. Our mountain range is going to determine where our road goes. Alright, hold on. Let's do a quick save. I'm going to see if I like this bridge before we go any further. So let me do another quick save. We're going to jump in game a minute. And actually, we're gonna do another save. I want to move my career start point so when we spawn into the game, we're in a different spot. So I don't have to keep climbing myself out of a hole. So we're gonna do another quick save. Just want to put, just so I'm over here somewhere near Central Lake. I don't know where we're gonna be yet, but let me just for now, let me throw my career start point over here. We'll just spawn into the game right there for now. Let's give that another save. Once we get our road system in, I'll be able to get the vehicle shop in, and then I'll put the career start point at the vehicle shop until the map is done and we figure out where its permanent home is gonna be. Alright, y'all, I'm hooked on iced coffee now. I've been drinking more iced coffee than hot coffee. Alright, what? Okay, we're on the correct mods folder. With delete number 9. Let's jump back into 9. Yeah, I have all the pedestrian splines visible, the boat splines visible, the vehicle splines visible, because every one of them is going to have to be removed, replaced, or adjusted. Alright, perfect. So we've got a better starting position here. Alright, Do I have anything back here I can teleport to? Can I teleport to you? I can. Let's run back here a minute. Actually, let's grab a truck. The heck with it. Store delivery mod. Let's grab a truck. We're still going with the Monday blues. Because I didn't sleep well and I need a nap, so. I was so tired last night. I fell asleep at 8:30. I woke up at 1 a.m. completely wide awake and couldn't fall back to sleep. So I've pretty much been up since 1 a.m. Yeah, we're gonna leave this road here, and actually we're gonna put this road back, and we're gonna transition exactly here where the road was. There's a ton of room up here. This doesn't look this big in the editor. Alright, hold on, y'all. Why am I only getting 40 FPS? I believe it's the bridges that were giving me a hard time in the other map. If I turn away from Center Mountain, why am I only getting 40 FPS over here? There's nothing up here. Why am I only getting 40 FPS? So if we drive back to Center Mountain, does it get better or does it get worse? It gets worse. Why were we getting 60 FPS yesterday and only getting 30 FPS today? We're going to drive back up there in a minute. I just want to see if it gets any better. I have a feeling it's the mountain color. Yeah, I'm solid 60 here. Why are you dropping for absolutely no reason here? There's nothing back here. Just the map border. Alright, where do you drop? Unless it was just rendering in. Because we haven't been on this end of this part of the map yet. Why are you dropping? It could be the mountain texture. I wonder if it doesn't like the mountain texture. Because this is still the old texture. Could be the sand. Let's get away from the sand. No, it's not the sand. Why am I getting no FPS back here for absolutely no reason? That's why I quit working on the other 16x map, because the FPS just went to crap for absolutely no reason. Now it's coming back up to 60. I don't know. I don't know why I'm not getting any FPS down there. I seriously think it's these bridges. Oh, you're stuck at like 35. Is it my map border that it doesn't like? Let's get past the bridge. I'm wondering if it doesn't like the map border because it's too far out. No, I'm getting a solid 60. I seriously think it's these tall bridges. If I, Alright, so you're not rendering the bridge. As soon as it doesn't render the bridge and the FPS goes back up. Alright, hold on. We're gonna do something. Difference in land height? I think it's the bridges, to be honest with you. We'll find out here in a minute. Where are we? Back this way. Let me get rid of the bridge back there. I'm going to delete it. Let's delete it. And we'll save the game. We'll save the map. This is the reason why I trashed the other map. I couldn't figure out what was killing my FPS for absolutely no reason. Now let's jump back in the game. Let's go back to here. Let's teleport our butts back to here. Let's grab store delivery mod. Let's grab that pickup. F2, let's bring the FPS back. So on this level here we're 60. And I'm going back towards Center Mountain. Animal Island, we're still a solid 60. Let's go up to this level and see what happens. Now our map border's not in view yet. So we're still at pretty much a 60. I'm not going to take the road. I want to drive straight out here. Now see, we start going to shit. As soon as we get up to this level, for absolutely no reason. And if I take the map border out of it, I wonder if it's the map border it doesn't like. So if I take the map border out of view, we go back to 60. It's going to render in the map border, it's going to drop to 32. And if I go straight down to the ground and the map border's out of view, we're back to 60. I'm wondering if it's the map border. So if we go here, we get everything out of view but the ground where it's 60. And this is the exact problem I was having on the other map. I look at the sky, I'm at 60. I see the mountains and the map border, I'm back to shit FPS. And we had the gray mountains in the other map, so it's not this color. So it's not this sandstone texture. Now I'm back to solid 60. And I'm back to solid, well, no. Map border's back in view. So if I take the map border out of view, we're back to 60. I'm wondering if it's having a hard time rendering in the map border. Yeah, so we're back to 60, pretty much. This is the problem I was having with the other map, and it was worse. It was down to like 20, 22. Or there's too much grass on a 16x map. That could be that's the other problem. If you get too much grass, it has a really hard time rendering it in. Let's get off the grass. If I come off the grass, do I get my FPS back? Yeah, it's the grass. Now this is not any kind of custom grass. This is all the in-game grass. There's just too much. Let's try something. Let's get out of here. Could be both. Hey, Nicky Fizz. So let's do this. We could put fields in up here. I don't have a problem with that. I just don't want crap for FPS. Let's come up here a minute. We're going to try two things. First, I'm going to get rid of all the grass. We're going to see what our FPS is. Then we can put the bridge back in. So let's go to subtract. Let's come up here. Let's get a nice big circle. Let's get rid of all the grass up here. Excuse me, I forgot to take my Zyrtec last night because I fell asleep at 8:30. And my sinuses are like killing me today. Alright, so let's get rid of all the grass up here. Well, I'm going to do two things. I also want to change this grass color, this texture, to the darker grass. Or the darker green. So let's get rid of the grass here on this level. We should have our grass texture in. I do. I'm just going to really just rough it in. We have to retexture the mountains anyway, so if I get this color on the mountains, it's not going to matter. But I do want to keep about where this road was. So let's do that here. And then let's do this side as well, a little bit. And then let's come up here, and we'll do the same thing. We'll get rid of the grass up here. We'll go about halfway across and we'll get the other half. First we're going to try it without the bridge, and we'll see what kind of FPS we get. And if we're getting a decent FPS, put the bridge back in. And if we have to make fields, instead of making your own fields, we'll make fields. Alright, so that should get rid of most of the grass. Let's just really quick get rid of most of this color. Now we'll see what happens when we come back in. Alright, the road up here doesn't matter because it's changing. Alright, let's do a quick save and see what this does. Alright, left that to save, we'll jump back in game. I'm almost positive it's the grass. It's an FPS killer, and Giants won't admit it, but the grass is usually what kills FPS. Alright, so let's jump back in here. Do the same thing. Let's grab a little bit of speed. Let's teleport our butts back here. Let's grab store delivery mod. No, we're FPS, F2. Alright, so again, we're pretty much facing center mountain. We're good. So solid 60. See what happens when we transition back up to the middle level. Right here. So there's some grass there. FPS dropped a little bit. I'm hoping that's all it is. Alright, so far we're at a solid 60. Do we get a little bit of fluttering there with the grass? No, because there's not much. Alright, we're staying at 60. Yeah, it's not rendering the grass in anymore. Now here's the big question. What does it go to when I turn this way? Solid 60. Solid 60. Do we stay at 60? We stay at 60. We're not going to be able to put a lot of grass in. Even the map border, I'm not dropping. It doesn't like rendering in all that grass on a 16x map. Yeah, solid 60. Even the map border, I'm getting solid 60. And driving back towards Center Mountain, let's just go down to the next level, make sure we stay at 60. That is bizarre, because that's Giants in-game grass. Alright, so now we know it's the grass. Let's put the bridge back in. And that was our original reason for going in, because grass isn't even animated in their engine. It does move with the breeze, I think. I think grass has a shader. No, I can't even look because my grass is dollar data, so I'm not going to be able to tell by the files. All right, let's put this bridge back in. And well, the original question was, can we get like the combines and the trucks and the vehicles under the bridge? That was the reason we did this. All right, so let's duplicate this again. Let's bring you back. We'll spin you this way to 0. Get you back over here close to where you need to be. Now this won't be an exact height because we're going to have to line it up with the road, but it'll be close to what we're looking for. Oh, it's got to come down a little bit more. So you're going to be somewhere about there. Doesn't have to be exact. I just want to see if we can get combines and stuff underneath it. We'll just put a bunch of big fields in up here. Let's give this a save. We'll jump in one more time. The grass is the last thing you would have thought of? Yeah. It can kill. I'll show you because we're going to leave the grass meadow and Animal Island. So let's do another little test when we come back in. We'll see if the FPS drops in the grass field at Animal Island. Alright, so let's jump back in here a minute. Now, the other 16x map I started to build, I had a bunch of grass meadows in it. I didn't even think about removing the grass. I'm liking this map much better than the other one anyway. Again, I'm just going to come back here. Yep, so let's jump over here a minute. Let's grab store delivery mod. We're going to grab that same truck. Let's jump in there. All right, F2. Okay, so we're at solid 60. There's no grass here. Let's go towards Animal Island first, and then we'll go back up to where the bridge is. Alright, so Animal Island, back this way. So we're getting a solid 60. Did I put the road across? I did. Yeah, still getting a solid 60. Oh, cool. Then we can check this out as well. So, can we get a smooth transition down to this dock? And to get onto the barge? Yeah, I think I can. Yeah, we can definitely get a tractor trailer and stuff up and down there without any problems. So let's head up to this grass meadow and then we'll go check out the bridge. Now we got the islands map. We had decent FPS because there's not much grass and there's a lot of water, except for that field we were on. But what am I going to get up here in this meadow? I'm curious. So if we drive over here, yeah, see 42, 35, 32. It's the grass. It doesn't like the grass. As soon as we get away from the grass, back to solid 60. See, a little bit of grass, like on the side of the road, is fine. It just doesn't like rendering in an entire field of grass. Now let's head back this way. It's just weird that the game would do that. Yeah, it's bizarre. What we can do is we can see what grass we're using. I don't know if we're using the grass from the American map or the English map, but we can possibly change the grass since we have to repaint the entire map anyway. So we're going to snake the road around here where it was. But the original reason for this test was, can I get like a combine and a tall trailer underneath that bridge? I think we should be able to. Oh yeah, there's going to be plenty of room. Oh yeah, tons of space underneath this bridge. I don't even need to buy a combine. Oh yeah, I don't even need to buy a combine or a truck. Plenty of room. You can come up here and do figure eights all day long. You can even probably sneak through here and do a figure eight. See? Plenty of room. Alright, so we're going to continue that bridge all the way across. So the only way you're going to be able to get to this level is the original road up here. So this will be the only way in and out of these two sections of the map. Will be this area here coming in and out. We'll just put some massive fields up here. Now I'm curious to know what grass we're using in the map. Is it the American grass or is it the DE grass? Because even right here, just this little bit of grass right here, we're dropping that it's rendering it in right here. Alright, we're going to do a quick side trip and try something. Yeah, that is completely bizarre. Alright, let's get out of here a minute. We're going to experiment with grass a minute. Alright, let's close this because I want to do this. We're going to grab this guy. You are now trash. You become my second backup. Let's zip this up. Let's open up my daily backup. Alright, you now become trash. You become my primary backup. Alright, so map is backed up. Which grass are we using? Foliage. Am I using the in-game grass or am I using grass dense? Alright, hold on. Let's do something really quick. Let's go to the map i3D. Let's open it up in Notepad++. Alright, let's come up top. Let's go control find grass. So we're using dollar. Now we are hooked to our textures are dollar data, so they're hooked to the base game map. Our terrain grass is dollar data, so we're using the in-game grass. That's my own texture, so ignore that one. That's our own texture, so ignore that one. That's just a grass texture, that's not the grass itself. You are not the grass itself. Foliage grass. Grass DEXML. So our foliage is using grass DEXML. So if we go to foliage, we go to grass DEXML. Grass DEXML. This is the European map. Our European map is using which i3D? Grass dense i3D. So it's using this i3D. Okay, let's do something real quick. Let's go to where am I at? This PC. Steam apps, common, Farm Sim 19, data, foliage. This is the base game. So grass dense and grass DE. So it's using, so we're using the base game grass. Now there's a grass US. So we can, what I3D are you using? Grass long. Really quick side note, I'm curious. What are we using in Ritchieville? Mods. Ritchieville. I'm going to just open up the map. Control find grass. Which map is... It's using the grass DE, the European map, or the European grass. I'm going to close the map a second. I'm going to grab, do we have grass long in here? We don't. I'm going to grab grass long. Oh crap. Can I get both of these? File. Export selection with files. Hidden Lake, foliage, grass long. Yeah, I don't have it. So grass long, let's grab this. Let's close the base game one. Grass long. Let's open you up a minute, make sure it has both. It does. Alright, so it's grass long. Let's grab grass US. And let's put you there. Where are your textures? So you're pointing to the I3D. The I3D, you're all dollar data, so I don't have to change any textures. So I don't have to mess with textures. Let me close the base game map so I don't mess anything up. So let's come back into here. This is why I backed it up. Let's come back into here. Alright, let me come back up top. Control find grass. So your dollar data, your grass dense. That I don't think that should matter. Let me look at something else. So this is our terrain texture. You're just a texture, so that's fine. You are a texture. You are a texture. You are my grass DE. We're going to point this to grass US, I think. So the map is going to run off the XML. The XML is going to run off dollar data. So dollar data is going to pull the in-game textures. I want to see, so that's our foliage. Let me check something else out real quick. I need to go under material. Where's my blended? Yeah, bear with me a second until I spot something, until I look at one other spot. Alright, so under material, right here, my layers. Alright, so our layers, those are just textures. Our combined layer are textures. Foliage multi-layer. Grass. You go to line 301. Line 301 is pointing to what? No, ID 301. Let me come back up top. So ID 301. Come back up top. So what is using file ID 301? Alright, so let's go to 3. Now, let me go up top. This is going to be painful. Let me close this a minute. If I want ID 301. Is pointing to our XML. So our grass is going to run off of 301. 301 is pointing to my XML. I think it's as simple as changing this to just US. And we'll have different grass in the map. Let's test it. We can always change it back. Hidden Lake foliage. Our new XML was what? Grass US. I think all I have to do is change DE to US. Let's save that. I'm going to leave this open. Let's open the map up real quick. If all the grass disappeared, we're going to have to repaint it, but we need to repaint it anyway. Turn on my 16x script. Alright, now, let's come over here a minute. We had a little bit of grass left at the bottom of this road. And this is now, I think, the US grass. Let me just check the console, make sure it's not throwing any errors. Alright, that's not throwing any errors. So if we go to grass, we go to big. Well, let's bring my circle down. I'll do it the hard way. The reason I didn't like this grass. That's why I didn't use it. I just don't like this grass texture. But if it brings our FPS back, we'll use this other texture. Let's give it a shot. Let's take and paint in. Let's paint in a bunch of grass. So we have the other grass painted into the map. Alright, let's do a quick save. Dixie, old man, did you mean to send me the bakery to test? I've got to make some adjustments to the bakery. It's missing some textures. I just haven't gotten to it yet. Maybe we're going to have no grass valley. Maybe. We could very well have no grass valley. Let's try. Let's close you. Let's jump in here now and see what our FPS does with the other grass. Yeah, Dixie, tonight or tomorrow, I have to finish. There's 3 factories I have to put some finishing touches on, and I'll get them to you for testing. All right, let's jump back in here a minute, and let's grab a little bit of speed. Let's teleport our butts back to the boathouse. Well, what used to be the boathouse. Let's grab store delivery mod. Let's throw our FPS back on. Now, we're getting, where there's no grass, we're getting solid 60. See what happens up here where we painted in the other grass. Get a solid 60 here. It doesn't like the DE grass. So it doesn't like the grass from the European map. Look at this. Yeah, no issues with the grass from the American map. Solid 60. Freaking giants. I just don't like this grass texture, but we're going to have to use it. Solid 60. With the European grass taken out of the map and the American grass put into the map. Now let me check and make sure that we're not getting any errors in the log by switching the grass. Let's come back to the log. Let's come all the way up to the top. Make sure I'm not getting any texture errors, any Lua errors. Yeah, no errors in the log either. It doesn't like the other grass texture. We see everything is awesome when we make it in the USA. It doesn't like the European grass. That is bizarre. So we're back to solid 60. Now we didn't paint any grass up here. So there's no use in going back up there. Yeah, that is bizarre. Alright, we're going with this grass. I don't like it, but it's FPS friendly. Dixie, you still here? I will show you a few things. Walmart lies. They changed the made in label to make us think, well, yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. I would not be surprised. Alright, so back to what we started. So this will be our road system coming out of that area, this area of the map, going back towards, well, it's surrounded by water, so we can still call it Animal Island. So this road will come over this way somewhere, and then it'll hook back in here to this road. So we'll have a new bridge coming across here. So when we come back here to where the home farm is, you'll have a couple of choices. So we can either head this way to where the other animal pens are, and then we can come back down, cross the river, back down to here, and then continue in east, north, or south. Or we can come back up here, come back up here, come back to the home farm, and then we'll have this road coming back here, back to Central Lake. So we'll cross the river back to where Central Lake is going to be. We're going to swap out the bridge in front of us, not the tall bridge. The bridge by the waterfall is going to come out. And then at some point we're going to have to figure out where this road's going to go. We'll have a road coming up Center Mountain. Dixie is still with us. I'll show you some major changes. Alright, so up here we will have, let me grab store delivery mod. Let me grab the fishing boat. And let's see if I can get it in the water without it dumping upside down. Oh, come on, come on, come on. Come on. It's not going to. Come on, unstick yourself. Nope. Let's try that again. Store delivery mod. Boat. Come on, go in the water without getting stuck. Now it'll be built into the map, so you won't have this problem. There we go. So we'll have a boat up, so we'll have fishing up here. This will be center mountain. We'll have a village around it. We'll have a port here for boat repair and gas. And then we'll have another dock next to it to pick up your earthworms. And when you're done fishing, you'll have to drop off your fish. And then you'll have to pick it up with the truck and take it to the fish processing plant. Now, when we come across the bridge to what used to be Mining Island, now the Mining Island, this new island is just roughed in, it's not finished. Yeah, getting a solid 60 FPS now. This will be the only way to get to this lake, is across this bridge. Now we're on top of what used to be Mining Island. So let me grab store delivery mod. Let's grab another boat. And we will have, again, this will be its own lake. It'll have an earthworm warehouse and a fish warehouse, so you'll have to deliver your worms up here by truck. You'll have to fill your boat from the warehouse, and then you can do your fishing up here, and then you'll have to bring your fish back to the dock, and you'll have to pick it up by a truck and take it to fish processing plant. And then, let's go back to my other truck. Alright, so if we go down, where can I go down here? Spinnery, gonna put me under the water? No, you're not gonna put me under the water. Perfect. So if we come down here, where am I? Yes, come over here. Let's come across the bridge. I don't have the road built going down here yet, but down here we'll have let me grab store delivery mod. So down here we will have fishing here on this level, and then this lake will snake around through the entire map, and we'll have a whole bunch of hidden lakes off of this lake. And then we will also have, let's buy one of these. Now these will be built into the map as well. Come on, pop your wheels out of the ground. Pop your wheels out of the ground. Perfect. Alright, so down here on this level, we'll have a dock where you can dock this boat out over at the end of the pier. So now, this will be the only way you can get to your mining, is you're going to have to use the ferry to get into the mining. That green bridge is going to change. So now we're under the lake on Central Mountain. So back here, and this is not finished or textured, so but back here we will have a couple gold wash plants and the stone mine. So this will be stone, all stone in here. And then I'm going to make this a little bit wider so we can turn our ferry around. And then now you'll be able to take the ferry anywhere the fishing boat goes. But you're going to have to use the ferry to come in here to get your minerals out. But you won't have to drive far. All you have to do is come over here to the dock. So you'll have to load your truck. You'll just have to drive it out here to the port. And then you can unload your mining products here. So that will be your stone mine. Now, under what used to be Mining Island, we'll have another waterfall. And we're going to widen this out just a little bit. Looks like I got a very long way to go. It'll never be finished before 22 comes out. But I'm, at this point, the jury is still out, but I'm like 90% leaning towards not modding for 22. I may stick with 19. But the jury's still out. Won't know till the game comes out and the new editor comes out. So we'll have another ferry back over here. You won't have to drive all the way over here. Unless you want to drive the ferry, but you won't have to drive the ferry. So we'll have a second ferry over here. So back here, back in that canal right there will be another, there's a hidden lake back there, and there'll be another ferry port back there. So you'll just have to drive from there over to here. And then this river is going to get widened out a little bit. So there'll be a waterfall here for an entrance. Now, all these bridges and stuff and roads and stuff under here are going to go away. And then this will be the only way in and out of here. No road access. So you'll have to come in here. And then under here, we're going to do half of it with coal and half of it with ore. So this will be your coal area and the ore area. And then underneath is that other lake, or on top of this is that other lake for fishing. So all you have to do is come out of here and then head to that closest port to unload your coal and your ore. Now, I want to try something. I'm curious now. Let's get out of here. I want to look at something. We're going to take a quick site. We're going to take a quick day trip somewhere. We're going to go for a quick field trip. I want to close this. I want to close this map. I want to close this grass. We're going to go to did I delete the we're going to go to the old valley map. Crap, hold on. Mods. Let me look in this map a second. I'm curious about the FPS with the grass now. That might have solved our problem. Just give this a minute to load. Now I toasted a lot of this map, so we're going to have to put, if we decide to go back here, we're going to have to put a lot of it back in. Let's see how bad this is toasted. Let me head back towards... Let me head back here. And see if this is the almost finished map or the map that I toasted half of it. Let me just bear with me a couple minutes. I want to experiment with something. This is the map that was almost completed. We're gonna do a little bit more experiment. We're gonna take a side trip, a field trip, and do a little bit of this is the map that's almost finished. All right. Which mods folder am I in? Well, I'm in test 1. All right. Let's Valley. You're the Hidden Lakes. All right. Valley unzipped. Let me reset this. Let's come in here. Let's go to Documents. Let's go down to My Games. Let's go down to Mods. You are Test 1. I'm going to just call you Test 1 so I know what mods folder it is. Test 1 unzipped. You'll go yellow for a minute. Alright, let's jump in. Let's jump in here a minute. If I can save this map by changing the grass, let's go to save game 10. Calderson 93, I hope so. I love this map. If I can save this map by changing out the grass, if it's something that stupid, it's something that I didn't think of, is what was killing the FPS. I'll show you. I want to go in here before we change the grass. I want to show you that I'm getting like no FPS. I just need to wait for it to load. I want to check the log for errors, and we're going to go for a drive. So let's load into here a minute. Let me check. Oh, I didn't want that. Let me check the log real quick and see what errors I'm getting on this map. None. All right. Let's get ourselves a truck. Again, it's the Monday Blues. All right, let me turn on my F2 button. See, I'm only getting like 30 FPS, 33 FPS. Now, let me come out here and let me drive across the bridge and I'll prove it to you. I'm getting 60 up here because there's not much grass. And I couldn't figure out, Papa was working on it. Kevin from Global Company couldn't figure it out. But we're going to do a quick experiment. We're going to drive all the way out to the outer mountain. Now this map, if we decide, if the experiment works, we get our FPS back. We may switch gears and finish this map. But let me come out here, let me spin around, let me start driving back towards Center Mountain, and the FPS is going to go down to like 30. And I've had like 5 or 6 people working on it, and nobody can figure out why. So as soon as I come out here, watch, as soon as I spin around here, as soon as I go into the grass, it just kills the FPS. Now watch, it even gets worse as soon as we start driving back across this way. It was dropping down into the 30s. I'm surprised we're getting 50. It's never been this high. It always dropped down to like 28 to 30. But I'm almost positive we have the same problem with the grass. But let's go to a big grassy meadow. So if we come over here to where the grass is, yeah, see this, the grass is killing, I think we figured out the problem. I think the grass is killing the FPS. I'm surprised we're getting 40s because I was only getting like 20s and 30s. Let me come out across this bridge. I know there's a big meadow over here. So solid 60. We're back in the grass. We're back down to like 40. All right, let's try something. Specifically the German grass. Yeah, we're gonna switch this out to the U.S. grass. And we're gonna see what we get. So let me pull up the mods folder. Let me delete this. Let me zip this back up. I just want to make sure I have a good backup before I change out the grass. Now this map is completely not optimized, so because the folder is like 2.6 gigs, so this hasn't even been optimized yet. Let me go to my daily backup. Let me grab this guy, and we'll throw him in here. Alright, so that's our backup. Let's go to foliage. And I believe we're running the DE grass. We are. We're running the grass dense, which is the DE grass. So let's do this. Let's come over here. We have to open up the map in Notepad++. Yeah, there's nothing I can do with the grass. If the US grass gives me my FPS back, I'm gonna have to use it. Alright, so that is our map open. Let's go to here. Let's go to documents, mods. Let's go to the new map where we just switched over the foliage. And let's grab the grass US. Grass US was grass long. So let's open up the grass long. Let's grab this guy. Let's go File, Export, Test, Ritchie Valley, Foliage, Grass, Long. Let's grab that. Let's grab the Grass SA. Oh, are you already in here? You might already be in here. Do we have both grasses in here? We have grass stench, which is the DE grass, which we currently have in them. We have the grass SA and we have the grass long. Now, which grass are you using? Oh, that's not what I wanted. Control find grass. Which grass are you using? You're using grass DE. So you go to grass US. Let's save that. Could it be that simple just by replacing the grass? It could be that simple just by replacing the grass. I never thought about checking it. Alright, so we have the grass changed. Which mods folder are we on? Okay, we're still on the original 16X we started. Let's jump back in here. Yeah, I don't like this grass texture, but if it gets me my FPS back, we're going to use it. Now again, this is completely unoptimized. Alright, again, let me check the log to make sure by changing the grass we're not going to get any weird Lua errors or foliage texture errors. Yes, it's not opening the XML for foliage type. Alright, so let me close this a minute. Alright, Farming Simulator Mods test Ritchie Valley foliage. Fail to open XML. Alright, so let's come back. You are Hidden Lake. Let's close you a minute. You are. Let's come into here. And let me go grass. Where is my XML tied in? Alright, map SA. Alright, map SA is reading control find grass. It shouldn't matter there. Paintable layer grass. Okay, why are you not going to open up that XML? Fruit types. Shouldn't matter there. Selling station. 110 shouldn't matter. Deco foliage. Why are you not opening up the XML? Look at our error. Alright, failed to open XML. Foliage grass US. Why are you not opening up the XML? So Ritchie Valley. Foliage. Grass SA. Okay, I know why. It's grass SA. I put in grass US. It's got to go to grass SA. So let's come back into here. Yeah, let's come back into here. Alright, so mods. Test 1, Ritchie Valley. Let's open up the map. Yeah, I named it wrong in the map i3D. It's grass SA, not grass US. So we're going to go control, find, grass US. You have to go to grass SA. Alright, let's save that. Alright, that should clear that error up. Dixie red. That red dirt in real life farming. Yeah, dark is. Yeah, I'm not changing over the dirt. I just want to see what we look like with. If I get my FPS back with the American grass versus the European grass. Yeah, that got rid of all of our errors. Alright, now let's go back in here. Let's grab some speed. Let's get ourselves a truck. Let's throw. Oh, see, right here I'm still getting like 35, 36. Because I don't think this is the new grass. It's not. It's still the... You did not go to the American grass. Why? You're still... I may have to repaint the entire map. Yeah, we may have to repaint the entire map. Anything over here I can teleport to? Yeah. You're still the European grass. Why did you not change? Changed on the other map. It did not change on this map. Why? Why? I don't understand. What's our FPS like when I go back across the bridge? I'm getting solid 60 out here. What does our FPS do when we go back across the bridge? It's already starting to drop. I have no idea why this map is taking an FPS hit. And like I said, it's way better than what it was. I mean, I was literally getting like 28 to 30 FPS when I was driving back across this bridge. I can live with 50. I won't release a map when I was getting FPS in the 30s. We're going to do a couple more quick experiments. I want to drive all the way to Center Mountain, and I want to see what the FPS is like when I drive around the map. And then we may paint in the other grass and see if it gets any better. Yeah, see, now I was down to 38. And that's where it was staying. It was literally staying in the 30s. Yeah, see, 33. That's what I was getting across the entire map. But again, this map it still has the other grass texture. It's completely bizarre. Let's try something. Let's just do a quick experiment. Grass US on the other map, let's check that out. Let's go to mods, hidden lake. Let's open this up. This one could be throwing another error too. Actually, let's close this one. Oh, did I change the wrong one? I may change the wrong one. All right, hold on. Let's open up this map. This one is Hidden Lake. This is the one we just started. Let's come up here. Let's go Shift Find. Let's go Control Find. Grass. I'm just going to go grass. So what did I put in this map? Grass. Oh, I did. So this one's also Grass US. Okay, now Hidden Lakes. Oh, Hidden Lakes foliage. Grass. Oh, we have a Grass US. Aha. All right, hold on. Y'all might be onto something. So Grass US. We have a Grass US. Alright, so let's go to mods folder, documents, good catch. Where am I at? Documents, my games, mods, test 1, foliage. Grass. Grass SA. Grass US. All right, let's copy this one. Let's put it into here. What are you pointing to? You're pointing to grass long. And we have grass long. And we have all of our, okay. So now let's close Hidden Lake so we don't accidentally make any changes to it. Let's close this one. Let's close, uh-oh. Save the file. I didn't make any changes to it. I didn't make any changes to it. What's it want me to change? Bizarre. Now we're going to have to go back into that map and check and see what I messed up. But we could put our backup in because we just made a backup. Alright, let's go back into here. Let's come back into here. Actually, I know what I might have done. While that's opening, let me go to Documents, My Games, Mods, Hidden Lake. Let me open up this map as well. I want to see if I messed up. No, I have no idea what it wanted me to save. Let's see if this map's going to open up real quick without any errors before I go back and we go back to our other experiment. So I can put our backup right back in. So we really didn't mess anything up. I'm just curious to see what it wanted me to change, or what it wanted me to save. I didn't make any changes. You're going to open or you're going to crash? Okay, you are going to open scripts 16x, and it has, all right, it has the US grass in it. All right. Any errors in the console? All right, no errors in the console. We'll have to go back in game and see if that's going to throw any errors. But that's not what we're working on right now. Let's close hidden link. Let's go back to, you are test 1. Control find grass. Forest grass, okay, grass, US, and we'll save it. So now we're going to point to grass US. Foliage is going to point to grass if I can find it. Grass US is pointed to grass long. Grass long is pointing to $data. All right, let's try this. Papa Smurf. Check no because you closed the folder. Ah, okay. I'm thinking the problem with this map pop is the map, and we just proved it on another map. The map DE is killing the FPS. So we just proved it in another map. I was getting like 40 FPS with the grass DE. And as soon as we changed it to grass US, our FPS went right back to 60. Papa Smurf, thanks for stopping in. Now I'm curious to see if the grass changed and what our FPS is going to be. Let me just check real quick. Let's go back to the log. Alright, so there's no errors. Let's jump back in here. Let's grab our speed in case we want to walk around. Let's come back into here. We'll go with the Monday Blues. Now, no, and it has the US grass now, so it doesn't have the DE grass. And I'm still only getting no FPS. Our FPS went to 60 on the other map when we changed the grass. Let's drive across the bridge and see what we get on the other side of the bridge. But this map, if the FPS drops, it's going to just stay on the back burner. I'm not going to mess with it anymore. Most likely the grass is more dense than the US. I'm thinking. And at one point I made it taller, but I shortened it back up. But why I'm still only getting 30 FPS in the middle of the map is beyond me. And then right here, as soon as we drove into the grass, is where it dove down into the 40s. All right, so now we're getting solid 60 where this was in the 40s. Let's head back here to the big field and see if it stays at 60. I don't like this grass. I actually hate this grass. Okay, we're not dropping into the 40s anymore. We're staying at 60. Let's drive back across the bridge and see if it dives back into the 30s. But at least we're staying at 60 out here. If I can stay at 50 driving back across the map, I can live with that. This was dropping to like between 28 and 33. Yeah, if we can stay in the 50s, I can live with it. I couldn't even hit 45. I couldn't even hit 40 driving back across this bridge. As soon as we get back towards Center Mountain, it's diving, and I don't know why. See, yeah, 35. We're back down to 35. I will not release a map at 35. And as soon as you turn away from Center Mountain, it jumps right back up to 60. As soon as I hit the center of the map, it's down to 30. I thought for sure it was this grass. Or the old DE grass. It's not because nothing's rendered in. Now what I could do is I can come in and get rid of a bunch of these cars. We can get rid of all these models, and we'll see if we can get our FPS back right here. So I see I can live with 4950. Let me turn the traffic off a minute. So I can live with this. I can live with 5052. I can't live with 35. Make your bridge invisible, go back in with the new save and go in flight mode across where the bridge is and see if what the FPS is. We could definitely do that. I'm thinking it may be the vehicle shop. It was definitely the grass because we were not getting 60 on Outer Mountain. We were getting like 35 at best. So changing out the grass helped. Even though I hate this grass. Yes, I'm getting 60 here. I'm getting like 40 here. I'm getting, as soon as I start driving away from the vehicle shop, I'm coming back up into the 50s. Let's head south. Let's try one thing first. Let's drive across this bridge and see what we get coming back. Because this is another area of the map that I was only getting like 28 to 30 on. Oops, sorry y'all, I bumped my microphone. Let's see what we get over here. Make the vehicle shop invisible too to see what we get. Changing out the grass has definitely helped. Do I have any grass meadows over here? Well, there's a little one right there. What are we getting in the grass right here? 60. What am I getting when I come back towards Center Mountain? If I can stay in the 50s, yeah, see, I was getting like 28 to 30 coming back across this bridge. As soon as I get towards the center of the map, it wants to dive down into the 30s. Yeah, see, we're right back down to the 30s. And it may be because there's just so much global company going on. We may have to get rid of all those buildables if we want to save this map. Uh, 39 to 40 is definitely much better than it was. Let me try one thing real quick too. Let me head down here and see what I'm getting down here. So over here near the waterfall, it was taking another dive, but I want to see what this grass meadow here does. No, solid 60. And you're not painted in yet. Let's come over here by the waterfall and see what happens. It may be because there's just so much global company stuff going on. Oh, let me go across the bridge. Let me cut through the grass. Yeah, I was taking another really big hit, like right in through here. It was dropping down to like 28. Yes, I'm still back down into the 30s. It doesn't like something. It doesn't like something in the middle of that map, of the middle of the map. Yes, I'm back down into the 30s. And I don't know what it is. So anywhere we're pointing away from the center of the map, we're solid. As soon as I get pointing back this way, it starts to go south. And it's not the bridges, because I actually removed them from the map completely. And I still had the same problem. Like I literally deleted them from the map, and I still had the same problem. Too much going on the top of the mountain. Less buildables and factories on it. That's the only other thing we can try. Because there's really nothing buried under the map in the center of the map. I literally have nothing buried under the mountain. Now, there's one other mods folder we can check. So let's jump out here a minute, and then as soon as I come back this way, back into, well, it's better than what it was. Alright, let's try something. Let's get out of here a minute. I did not want this to save. I thought I had save turned off. I want to try something. There's one other thing I want to try. So let's come back in here. Let's delete save game 10, because I don't want it. Do I have any more of this map saved? I don't. There's one other thing I want to try. I also have another version of the map that's completely toasted. This one. Let's take a quick peek out, not Lake Valley. Oh, did I mess? Oh, yeah. Oh, I already messed it up. Alright, never mind. When did I change this one? Yeah, okay, so I don't have the other version of the toasted map. Because this one is, let me try something. Let me just see what this map looks like. I think this is the one where I took everything off of Center Mountain, and I was still only getting like 33 to 35. Do I have too many together? Yeah. Let me see what this map, I think this is the toasted map. Oh, no, this is the other map that we've been working on. Alright. So that's not going to do us any good. This is the one with the 5 different lakes. Yeah, so I didn't save my other map that was toasted. Alright, we have a backup map. Let's try something. Let's jump into here. Let's try something. So we can put the backup map right back in. What do I have open here? Let's close this one. Make sure I don't have any map i3ds open. Alright, let's fly back over here a minute. I'm curious, now that this one has the US grass, I want to try something. Let's come over here. I'm going to go, we're going to do a couple things here really quick. Alright, so you are part of what? You're part of gyms, right? This is the whole vehicle shop. Let's get it completely off the map. Let's get rid of these city blocks. We can always put them back. Alright, so they're gone. Let's get rid of so 7-Eleven, Dunkin'. Let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of KFC. Let's get rid of McDonald's. Let's get rid of Tractor Supply, Napa, Domino's. These are all buildable. Aldi. That gets rid of almost every global company function right here on the top of the map. The only one I'm leaving are the apartments. Let's do a quick save. Maybe there's way too many going on the top of the mountain. Yeah. Less buildables on the top. Yeah. We're going to toast them all and see what happens. Because we can spread them. We can move the town. And we can make them not buildable. We can go with a really small town. I can toast Walmart. I can toast Lowe's. We can make the center mountain a home farm. We'll see what the FPS does now. If not, we're going to go back to building the other map. Alright, let's jump back in here. That was test 1. Yeah, that was test 1. Let's jump back in here a minute. If we get no FPS, we're going to go back to building the other map. Alright. Let's try this again. Let's grab a little bit of speed. Let's get ourselves the Monday Blues truck. And F2. 44 FPS. I can get rid of a lot of these parked cars. We can get rid of the parked cars. But as soon as I point away from the center of the map, we're back to 60. Let's head back across the bridge and come back and see where we get. I don't know why I'm getting 60 away from Center Mountain, but only 30 back towards Center Mountain. Driving me nuts. You've got the level down where the houses are buildable. I'm going to leave them there for a minute because that's going to destroy the entire map. And if I'm going to take every single one of those buildables out, I'm going to go back to building the other map and just leave this one on the back burner. Alright, so we're staying at 60. We're going to stay at 60 driving through the grass. So we're no longer dropping to like 45 here. What am I going to get as soon as I point towards Center Mountain? I'm going to turn the traffic back off. Alright, we're in the 50s. Yeah, I came in one day off camera. I deleted all the bridges, all the railroad bridges, all the monorails, and I was still only getting 33 to 35. Alright, we're staying at in the 50s so far. Alright, 40s I cannot, 40s I cannot live with. I won't release a map in like 39 to 40 FPS. And if I'm going to toast every single buildable just to get 60 FPS, we're going to stick with the other map. But yeah, watch, this is bizarre. As soon as I turn here, 60. Everywhere else I'm getting 60. And as soon as I hit like this point on the map is where it goes to hell. Yeah, I deleted the monorails, I deleted the trains, I deleted every single bridge, every single railroad bridge. And I was still only getting. I may come in here, we may come in here, we may delete every single parked car from the map and try that. There's a ton of parked cars here on the mountain. I mean, we'll have to go back through and put the parked cars back in here and there. Let's see what we get coming back this way. Don't have to delete them, just make them. I can put them right back in. I'll just make all the parked cars invisible and see if that helps. Alright. Let me just, I know it takes a little bit to drive across this bridge, but let me see what we get when we spin back around. Come out here, we're staying at 60. Even all these buildables out here, we're staying at 60. Like 53 to 55 I can live with. Oh, excuse me, I hope I had my mic muted. Now the tall hotel too, I deleted that from the map one day and that didn't help either. So I cannot live with 45, 46. Yeah, I can't live with 42. And if we're going to delete every single global company mod just to get 60, I'm not going to mess with this map. Yeah, see, even here, if we stay here, as soon as I get away from the center, I'm back to 50s and 60s. It's completely bizarre. Central Station and the monorail is fine. Trains are fine. Let's try something else. Let's go in here. So if I point towards the hotel, that doesn't matter. I'm still getting 60. Walmart parking lot has a ton of cars. Nope, I'm still getting 60. It doesn't like something right in the very center of the mountain. And there's nothing buried under the map here. Alright, let's try toasting all the parked cars and see if that helps. Change the environment back to the in-game environment. That's an awesome idea. Let's do one thing first. Since we have the map open, let me go to, because if I hit the undo button, it's going to put all of my global company functions right back in. So we can just pop them right back out. Let me go to, let me try something first. Let me go to splines, not splines, under splines. Oh, pedestrian, traffic, parked cars. Do I have to? I think I need to keep one parked car. I don't think I can delete every single one. I think I have to keep one. But let's toast the parked cars for a minute. And we'll change out the environment.